A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dearest respected elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would firstly like to begin by thanking the committee, the EC of the Jamaat, particularly Riyaz Uncle and his team for facilitating Ahlul Bayt TV's presence this evening at MKSI Leicester. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I've been here before and it's lovely to come back and see so many familiar faces, and once again I thank you for your hospitality. Brothers and sisters, in these holy nights of Shahr Ramadan, we come together as communities and we use this prime opportunity to reflect as to why we are here. Why are we seated in the floor of an Islamic community? What brings us together? In my opinion, it's an opportunity to reflect upon what it is that allows us to be a community which remembers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this holy month. Values of togetherness, values of brotherhood, unity, are values which need to be brought about in our Muslim communities in the month of Shahr Ramadan. And we use these nights, the nights of Bibi Khadija, of Imam al-Hassan, of Ali ibn Abi Talib, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, Allahumma salli ala. Connecting with the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam to elevate our spiritual status, to instill within us values of empowerment, of justice, of standing up to inequality. Brothers and sisters, I don't feel I need to explain to you too much about the society we live in today, the power of media. In a 21st century, sensationalist, secularist society, we live in a world where media has a divisive agenda. Ethnic and Muslim communities, and religious communities, particularly the Muslim community in the United Kingdom and across the Western world, are suffering and occasionally being marginalized by many of the narratives put forward in the media. We are plagued with fake news, fake stories, stories which push the narrative of Islamophobia. And I feel that within the Muslim community, we lack an urge to get out in the media. We lack the real fervor to take over in the media, to put forward the narratives which need to be spread in this society. Narratives and morals of justice, togetherness, and brotherhood, which we remember in these nights of Shahr Ramadan. 9 years ago, nearly today, a project started in London, where a group of like-minded, multicultural, diverse individuals from across the board came to one place, under one roof, and had the vision of spreading the message of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam across the Western world, using the common tongue of the English language. Today, alhamdulillah, Ahlul Bayt TV has become a global phenomenon. With 3 offices around the world, we are able to produce up to 40 to 50 documentaries a year, focusing on various issues, not just historically faith-related issues, but also issues which concern social affairs, fitness issues, charitable issues, spirituality, and so on, and issues which primarily affect the youth, the younger generation. The establishment of a whole new children's segment called CABTV, Children's Ahlul Bayt TV, has come to light in the last couple of years. We've galvanized over 15 million viewers in 2017 alone. But our target is not tens of millions, brothers and sisters. Our target is to reach hundreds of millions of people on a day-to-day basis. Beyond this, we aim to counter these narratives which you mentioned, these narratives which are breaking apart communities as opposed to building bridges. In Shahr Ramadan, and this is the primary focus why I'm here, we are putting out 33 documentaries in 30 nights. Documentaries, full-length feature films, which will be of benefit to every individual in the community. You may be a young child in school, or you may be an elder of the community, but something which can add value to each of our lives, both our religious understanding of our faith, as well as our secular interactions with the wider world. We have a live show every evening from 10 to 12 a.m. Called the Sajjad Orphans Appeal, raising money for orphans in Karbala who are stricken with dire need for support, be it medical support, educational, schooling, housing, and so on. Beyond this, we have a number of documentaries. For example, the future of Marja'iyah, the institution of our Maraja. Where is it going? 50 years from now, when the youth of this community are fathers and grandfathers of the community, what perception will they and their lineage have on the institution of Marja'iyah? Issues looking at, for example, disabilities within our community, those who are disabled, those who have limited access. Are we as Muslim communities providing for these people? Gender issues. What is Islam's point of view on feminism, on masculinity, issues which the wider world are addressing and pointing fingers at our community saying, what are you guys doing about it? So, brothers and sisters, we ourselves are trying to explore issues which historically Muslims do not look into. I received a message about 4 or 5 months ago from a brother who lives in the Republic of Panama in South America. His name is Ricky. And Ricky said to me, he said, Ahmed, I've seen your shows on Ahlul Bayt TV. He goes, 5 months ago I was an atheist. And he said, before that I was raised in a Christian family, but I had lost the will to believe in God. I didn't believe in God. I wasn't associated with any faith. But I was searching a particular topic on YouTube and I came across your channel. From there on, I looked into Ahlul Bayt TV and the name Ahlul Bayt sparked my curiosity. What is this? And alhamdulillah, within a few months, he started exploring more. And he now tells me that I have changed my name to Haydar. And I have become a Shia of the Ahlul Bayt. Haydar now tells me that there are 4 masjids in Panama, none of which are Shia masjids. And he says to me that I believe I'm the first Shia in my country, thanks to Ahlul Bayt TV. So the work we are trying to do, as you can probably tell, is very people-orientated. We are a channel which believes in being organic, a channel by the people and for the people. In that sense, we are not funded or we're not affiliated to any particular ideology or group or institution. Rather, what we look to do is grow through the power of the people. We're currently embarking on a campaign across the United Kingdom. Inshallah, I'll be going to about 15 or 20 centers across this holy month. And we're trying to find 300 people. That's 0.1% of our 300,000 Shia population in the United Kingdom. 0.1%. And these 300 people, inshallah, will support Ahlul Bayt TV on a monthly basis, any amount which is manageable, small or large, within their capacity. And this will ensure the sustainability and not just the survival, but the progress of a project which I feel is so critical in this Western society. A sheikh once told me a story, and he affiliated it with our project. And he said, when we die, the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come to us in our qabr, in our grave, and they will say, you have died and you have lived your life. Here are the deeds which you've accounted for all the good things you've done. Your salat, your zakat, your sawm, your khums, and so on. Congratulations. And here are the bad deeds you've accumulated. These are the deeds you've accumulated in your short years of life. But that's not it. The angels will then say, and this is a particular deed you have received for building the mosque in Panama. I'm thinking, hold on, I didn't build a mosque in Panama. I didn't even go to Panama. And the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, no, you didn't. You didn't go to Panama. You didn't build a mosque there. But you contributed towards a project which inspired an individual in a remote part of the world to start Husayniyah for the lovers of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. And you contributed towards a project which inspired an individual in Mumbai, India, to give blood to save a human life. And you contributed towards a project which inspired a man in New York to start a campaign to spread the message of Abu Abdullah al-Husayn alayhi salam. Brothers and sisters, this is the power of media. This is Sadqa Jariyah. This is what our imams and our scholars talk about so regularly on the minbar. Giving towards a project which will ensure the survival and the progression of our Shia community. And not just any Shia project, a project which can fit in, which can be understandable, digestible and approachable to a non-Muslim, Western, English-speaking community. And brothers and sisters, this is what we are trying to do at Ahlul Bayt TV. Just finally, inshallah, we do have a stall on the gents side. I apologize to the sisters for not being able to have one on the sisters side this evening. And on the stall, we have a number of gifts, which you could perhaps purchase if you like. But we are also giving free gifts for anyone who does wish to support the channel and sign up on a monthly basis to support what we are doing, just as a small token of thanks. Beyond that as well, we're not just looking for sign-ups. If you perhaps have a khums donation, If you'd like to advertise your business, sponsor a program or a documentary in remembrance of your marhumin, that's always an option. And not just financial support, we're also lastly looking for a pool of talent to promote amongst our community. Within our community, we have psychiatrists and fitness coaches and doctors and chefs and graphic designers. And these are the sorts of individuals which we want to utilize to allow us to grow, give promotion to some of the great members of our community, and inshallah be of benefit to the wider world. Just finally, brothers and sisters, I believe inshallah, with the help of Riyaz's uncle and brother Zahir, we'll be also handing out and leaving behind some leaflets if any of you inshallah would like to take some home. But I will only be here for one night, so please inshallah do use the opportunity to speak to me while I'm here. Thank you so much for your time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.